Hello friends and welcome to my video. Today we're gonna be sketching something that I kept avoiding, and it's basically cats. I don't have anything against them, I just in general avoid drawing any animals. I'm not really good at it. My portraits are kind of okay, but animals, nah, I'm never drawing animals. So this year I've decided to get better in art, started taking art classes and things. So I just think it will be better for me also to try and go out of my comfort zone and draw something that I kept avoiding, like animals. So today you're lucky to watch me drawing cats. All the cats that I'm sketching right now, I've added a picture that I took as a reference. Best references you can find on Pinterest. I have to admit, I was really surprised that there was so many cat references on Pinterest. That wasn't like the regular cat pictures when they just sit and look at you. I still wanted to have a bit of challenge. It's not like, alright, I'm having these cats, I have to draw them, but I wanted to challenge myself. Today I'm using markers for a sketch. I fell in love with this technique when you use markers to sketch and then you use a pen or that's not markers, that's highlighters. Sorry guys, I have completely messed up. Let's try again. Well, basically I'm using highlighters to sketch. I fell in love with this technique when you use highlighters to sketch, and then on top of that sketch, when you're happy with it, and you could also do shading and draw over, just make sure you're using a really good paper that can get all that ink in and not rip apart. So paper that's not mixed media, or it's a paper that's for watercoloring, it's not good. And also paper that's thin, it will rip apart quickly. So make sure you're using mixed media paper or something that can have the markers on top of it and highlighters and be fine. So when I'll be finished with all the sketches, on top of it I'll be using a pen, just a regular pen. The sketchbook that I'm using today, I forgot to tell you, it's one of my favorite firms that creating those amazing papers. This sketchbook is from the Art Creation, and I can't be more in love. Those papers are amazing. Anyone that hasn't tried it even once in their life, if you can afford it, try it. The papers are amazing, especially if you love to sketch with pens, highlighters. Markers don't take it well, they need different paper. But if you love to also use pencils, this paper can handle a lot. So just explore it. I love it so much. Anyway, for anyone who wants to know, my name is Daria. I'm an artist, as you can see, graphic designer, UI UX designer. My whole life was dedicated to draw. I was doing it ever since high school, and some teachers got mad on me that I'm sketching on their lessons. They thought I'm not listening. All the kids there that's listening better while doodling, I feel you. Don't worry, I've been there too. I know how it feels like. At some point, these teachers gave up and they saw that my grades are fine, so they didn't say anything to me anymore, ever. Let's talk about inspiration. I think there is nothing more inspiring than using Pinterest. I'll be honest, the best references are there. But on top of that, Pinterest is not just a tool where I can find good reference. If I don't have anything in mind, there are so many options of having even an idea of what to draw. Some time ago, I was using those kind of like art challenges. There's thousands of those. Kind of Inktober vibes, where you have the subjects written down for you. When I was younger, I was using those. But at the moment, I'm feeling like the best inspiration could be just around you. Anything that's surrounding you is a great thing to try and draw. Now, I'll tell you something very interesting. When I've started going to art school, I have learned that inspiration is coming from work. And now, if you don't work, you're not gonna be inspired. And it's very interesting because it's just a dead circle. If you're not gonna work, you're gonna have no inspiration, and when you will run out of inspiration, you're gonna have an art block. An art block is a state when you don't know what to draw and you don't want to do anything. If you would want, I could make a video on tips of how to get out of art block, because ever since I've started going to this teacher, I didn't felt an art block ever since. There's always something to draw, there's always something to do, there's references all around us. You can use your sneakers, you can use your bottle, you can use your mug, you can use a plushie, your cat, your dog, even your room in general can be an inspiration. So everything that's surrounding you is something that you can train on. Sadly, it's hard to get back on track and draw. It's better to settle yourself to having at least, let's say, 30 minutes of sketching every day. It's supposed to be something regular if you really want to achieve anything. So if you would want to, I could be making a video talking about it, guys, but references are all around us. My favorite subjects are basically portraits, but I figure out at some point that it's becoming not really good to just sketch people all day long, and I'm not opening myself to new subjects that could in general improve my art skills and also the drawings that I'm making. I came out to this position when I was making portraits, but all of them were looking the same, and even though it was looking fine and my friends love it and me myself love it, but I didn't feel satisfaction from when the piece is finished. I felt like it's a bit boring, it's simple, it doesn't tell any story, and there's so many things around just making a good artwork that people don't talk much about. There's the color theory that seems like most of people trying to avoid. There's monochrome sketching, which really helps you with seeing shapes, and there's perspective, and there's trying to playing with shapes to see if the scene will be interesting enough. There is so much training that goes around and before making a big piece of artwork. I feel like most people don't really realize it, really think about it, realize that there is so much work behind it. I'll be honest, I was drawing ever since I was 2 years old. That was the first time I picked up a pen. Most of things that I know today, they're just from trying, they're just from sketching myself at home without anyone teaching me on what am I supposed to do. YouTube was one of the biggest sources of inspiration that I had back then when Pinterest was nothing. So watching people on YouTube drawing, and back then there was not the best videos. The camera was shaky, the lighting was not there, it was a bit hard, but still I figured out that I need to draw every day, everything that I see around me. But no one ever said back then that there is so many things around that you're supposed to learn. And I'll be honest, the first, I think, month or two that I went to my art teacher, the only thing that I was drawing was squares, triangles, and circles. And nothing more than that. I came there and I'm like, alright, we're gonna learn how to draw. Finally, I'm gonna learn how to do it the right way. But we only made squares, triangles, and circles. We've been doing them different sizes, different placements, different colors, monochrome, polychrome, black and white. Not something exciting, but those trainings that I've done back then, they really helped me right now to see how things are working. And I'm not gonna say that I've improved much. I don't feel like I've improved much. I'm feeling like there is so many things still that I'm supposed to be training on and studying, and I can see my flaws. Do you say flaws? Like, I'll say mistakes because I can't remember the right word. Every single time I'm sketching, I can see that I'm not satisfied. But you know, it's all a process, and don't feel rushed, don't feel pressured, don't feel bad. You're gonna make it. Just do whatever you love to do. Draw whatever you love to draw, at least for beginning. And then when you're gonna enjoy it, when you're gonna have fun, you can go and have some days that's gonna be a bit harder and take a subject that's a bit harder for you to sketch. Alright guys, I'm feeling like I'm running out of voice. I'm very sorry, I'm a bit sick still, so excuse me, and sorry for having this video for the first time and me not really planning out whatever I want to talk about with you. I just thought I will go with the flow this time and we'll see how it will turn out. I just want to give you an advice. Don't give up. If you love to draw, if it's your thing, if you feel peace when you're sketching, do it. No one in this world can tell you not to. And the only person that can stop you, it's you. Don't listen to people who tells you that you're not good enough if they don't have the qualification to say that. I'm saying in a way, if a person tells you that you're not drawing good enough, but they themselves don't even pick a pen ever in their life, they can't tell you anything because you're already doing something better than them. You're already sacrificing your time and you're working on your skills, so you're good. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off talking here. Hopefully I talked enough. I hope also that you came to this point of this video and you haven't felt bored, because I really want to take YouTube this time seriously and give you value. I don't want to just tell you about how am I sketching and what tools am I using. I want to give you value. I want to show you that art is not just some sort of Instagram competition who have more likes and things like that. It's something that comes from inside you, deep there, and you have to be happy with yourself that you're already doing it. Even if you don't feel happy and satisfied with your artworks, you're still on the way there and you're gonna improve. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if my paka was boring. If you have any questions or any suggestions or anything that you would want me to do in future, to talk about, to show you, I'll be very happy if you could write it in the box down below. I love you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Excuse my language, that's a hang up on how shitty I've been feeling. I'm sorry, I feel no attraction and now that it's been a bit. 'Cause I've been so long, so long. Oh, 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 hey. 'Cause I've been so long, so long. Oh, 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 hey. 'Cause I've been so long, so long. Take no one just party in with liquor, fucking nemesis. Excuse Excuse my language, that's a hang up on high city I've been feeling. I'm sorry, I feel no attraction and now that it's been a bit. 'Cause I've been so long, so long. Oh, 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 yeah. 'Cause I've been so long for so long. Oh, 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 yeah. 'Cause I've been so long for so long. Oh, 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 yeah. 'Cause I've been so long for so long. Oh, 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 yeah. 'Cause I've been sorry, forgive me, 'cause you know that I'm always sinning. I take no one, just party in me like a fucking lemon system. Excuse my language, that's a hang up on high city I've been feeling. I'm sorry, I feel no attraction and none of this. Time